I get to do the easiest job and the shortest job in the evening, not because I'm the shortest person on the panel than that this evening, but to say a brief mihi in that, and really my job is the happiest part of the job, really, because it's about passing on the mauri of this great masterpiece, of this great piece of work, and that to the nation that it talks about within the book. I want to pay three tributes really to the authors of the book, and then of course to Bridget and that for your wonderful work in bringing together this great collaboration, and for privileging this generation so that it can see the 20th century in Māori eyes in a way that Māori were never able to see the 19th century with our own eyes. At that time, I think the only publication 100 years ago, or the foremost publication at that time in Māori, which I think is the next challenge of this book, was a Bible at that time. And it's interesting because last week I was at the launch of the Price of Citizenship book, Monty Suter's translated piece of the Price of Citizenship, and I think that it's just such an immense privilege to now be, for 2 weeks running, launching 2 masterpieces. So I think that Māori publishing, Māori non-fiction, really has kind of come of age at a time where really we're reaching the end of this current phase of treaty settlements, and we now are beginning to have records through our own eyes reflecting what we think about our own sense of nationhood. And I think it's an immense privilege to thank the people that are not in the room. The people that are not in the room, of course, Judith, who's not here, but her words speak beyond the grave, and to Atholl, and that for the work and for your contribution. My own association with the book, of course, is with Aroha. I had the privilege in the last stages, really, of the book for being able to support in those 5 chapters that I have read every word of, and the other chapters, and that to pore over them endlessly, and to be associated with this marvellous piece of scholarship, a marvellous piece of research, and that does bear not just good words and good stories, rich narratives, rich text in that, but there's an awful lot of heart and soul in there as well. And yes, I am in it, but I am in it not just literally, but really in the sense of who it speaks to and who it's relevant for this book. So I commend you, Aroha, for your work. Thank you that you've been able to bring to fruition, and that a kind of dream that we talked about at Auckland University some 30 or 40 years ago. No, not 40, sorry. Some 30 odd years ago. So thank you, and to everybody I commend not just the book, but I'm mindful of some words in that were used a couple of weeks ago when we're sending a curated exhibition of tuku panels off to the United Nations, to commend to you really the essence, the mauri of Tangata Whenua, and may you enjoy it, and may the generations to come and that enjoy it. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnei te mauri ki a tātou katoa, kia ora tātou katoa.